EPQ voiceover, Humans to Mars. So now you may be thinking, you've just said a load of problems, but since we've already sent a load of Mars probes, it can't be that hard. The thing is, sending people somewhere is a lot more difficult than sending probes somewhere. It's a lot more than bolting on an airtight box with some food and water and saying adios. For starters, you need a lot more radiation protection than a probe does. The sun emits gamma radiation, a type of radiation that can cause cancer. Before you start packing up your beach balls, towels, and declaring to never go outside again, the Earth's magnetic field protects us from most of this radiation. It's a bit like a force field, deflecting the majority of it away from Earth. It also causes the aurora, also known as the northern lights, the radiation causing the air to emit visible light. It's also why there's no aurora on Mars or the Moon. Neither have a magnetic field. Furthermore, it would take 150 days to travel to Mars, assuming that the alignment is at best, and with a disregard to fuel. That's about 5 months, and that long in a small box is long enough to push anyone to their limits. Imagine a bus journey with no internet for 5 months. You wouldn't be able to get out and stretch your legs or go to the toilet outside, and you'll be breathing the same recycled air and drinking the same recycled water the entire time. Oh yeah, and to make matters worse, phone calls to family and loved ones would become impossible after a while, with a 4 to 24-minute delay making the "how was your day?" question slightly more difficult. This being the case, it's no wonder that psychological issues are a major concern with Mars missions, with having to pick the right astronauts being extremely critical, as to prevent them from giving up halfway there and completely ruining the mission. That and then dying too. That could also be bad. NASA already has a pretty extensive process in picking and training astronauts, with only people in top mental and physical conditions being allowed to even be considered, plus 3 years of professional work. And adding the ability to cope with isolation for extended periods of time is going to make finding the right people a lot harder.